last one went so well. We're on to another stage tonight. Like I said, I've got sheet of paper here with a tutorial and like all the steps and everything that I'll do one day, but not today. Today I'm designing stages for the match next week. So this is going to be the big one. This is going to be the prop heavy one, and let's get started. So one of the tricks I'm going to use in this one, we're going to have a swinger activated by a stomp box, which, here we go, stomp box, and no shoot swinger, no shoot swinger. What's the difference? Just the way it's mounted, I guess? Oh, no, they're... Oh, yeah, it's which way the... Okay, yeah, we'll grab this way. I don't know that it matters. So, drop those guys into a stage. Drag this guy. No, don't. No. So you just hit escape a lot. I covered that in the last one a little bit. This is pretty much the coolest thing ever. You select it. You go up to the face you want to rotate. You hit the cross. You just rotate it. And you wait for it to kind of snap into the right orientation. Except now it's backwards. Crap. I did grab the wrong one. Yeah, I need one with the target on the outside of the sticks. There we go. Rotate this guy. Did I get him on? Hit escape. Yeah, there we go. Lock to the red axis. Alright, put him up against the berm. And the way he's going to start, he's going to be hidden by a stack of barrels. So, where's that barrel stack prop? Whoop. Nope. There we go. Drop that right there. And where did that stomp box go? Stomp box is going to be right about there, but it's not going to be in the floor. Not going to rotate it. Good lord, why does it want to go in the floor? Alright, we'll do it this way. Drag along one axis, drag along the other. Drag it kind of back a bit. Let's see, what distance is that? So we're looking at about 6 yards right now, which means about 5 to the swinger. That's probably about right. So slide it in a little bit, slide it up a little bit. We'll make it 6 yards to the front. Delete that. Corner, corner, boom. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a stickler for the distances. It's just makes it easier to read when I print out the diagrams for my construction crews. Alright, so he's going to be there, and then we need to give the shooter something else to get in a hurry about. So we're just going to grab a couple open targets. In fact, I don't know. Never played around with... Woo, that's a whole array. Never played around with one of these. Let's throw one of these in there. No, not that guy. This guy. Why do you want to thwart me, SketchUp? Oh. It's two separate... Weird. Select the whole thing. Drop it in. And just go ahead and make that sucker a group. Alright, we are off to a good start. Now it's time to really get fun. Start throwing in some walls. This is going to be an interesting little experiment with using these walls in a little bit of a different way than I ever have before. Now, for those of you who haven't shot the Wake County Action Pistol match, the way our walls currently work is we have 5-gallon buckets of concrete with a 4x4 embedded in it, and we string tarps between them. We also have, as modeled by, golly, do I not have a prop for it here? I'll have to go into one of my older designs and just cannibalize it out of there. I should have added it to the props document, but I haven't. Yeah, there we go. We also have little 6-foot sections of snow fence, which are useful for two things. For one, they're a little bit easier to see through, so the ROs can see if people are downrange. And so placing them strategically can make them make the stage a lot quicker to run, which really, I mean, it's not the primary goal of stage design, but it's something that's always in the back of my mind. I'm always trying to make stages that are going to run efficiently. And sometimes that happens accidentally. Sometimes it happens on purposefully. More often the latter these days, but I'm starting, just going through, making matches more and more. I'm starting to get the hang of it, and really figuring out ways that it just works. It just works. So, oh, look at that. They're hovering in the air. You always got to check for that kind of stuff when you're pasting components. All right. So that's our little array nombre uno. And let's see, inside of there, what did we have? Man, that is a wide array. Oh, but look at those angles. If it actually lines up like that in real life, a dog. That's one of the other challenges of this thing. It never really quite lines up exactly the way you hoped. Sometimes things just get a little squiggy. Man, why do they make these with the no-shoots on them only at an angle? Just trying to make my life hard. I mean, to be fair, I've never gotten around to making each of these target presentations because there's always going to be some slight different variation, so it's really more useful just to get used to making them yourself. But sometimes, man, sometimes. Okay, make sure everything's on the map. Drag this guy over to here. I probably could pull one of these out of if I went searching in some of my previous designs. I mean, I know I've used targets like this before, with the no-shoots laid out like this. Is he on there? Yeah, just barely. Not quite, but I need to figure out a way to move in smaller increments than, I guess it's usually an inch that it wants to move in. Boom. Nailed it. Alright. Let's make... No, not a component. Components are like groups, but way more hassle. And like permanent. Groups are just a way of taking a bunch of objects that are already in the file and putting them together. Component is like, I think it's a way that you can basically save it for later and say, oh, I use this a lot. Let's make it its own thing. Basically what the props documents, the problem the props documents are trying to solve, except we do it in a different way. So we're going to throw those guys there. I'm going to tweak these angles in a little bit, but for now, yeah, see, I'm just roughing it out, trying to get the whole general layout set up. And then I can always tweak everything later. Need the whole wall. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. I'm excited. Like, half the reason I enjoy doing this is I get to see cool stuff before it happens. And that's fun. That's fun. I like that. I get, good stages get me excited as much as the next guy. And so I get to put a little thought into it. And I like to think I come up with cool stuff, but a lot of times it ends up being that I really just feel like I stumble on cool stuff more than anything else. push that guy all the way back because you can't hardly see anything from all the way down there. Alright, so right now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 rounds, that's good. That's good. So start on the box. Swinger is going to start behind the barrel, and we'll have to make a note to set it up so that when it stops swinging, it's hidden by the barrel. Because the funny thing is, we have this dinky little swinger that doesn't really swing for very long. You get like maybe 5 good swings out of it before it's barely moving back and forth. And so as a regular swinger, it's pretty terrible. But if it ends up disappearing behind a barrel, yeah, buddy. All right, so you come back to here. You got that guy with the no-shoot on the inside, tricking you to go fast. No-shoot on the inside. Pop this guy down the hallway. I'd really like that to be like super narrow. Like you hardly can't even see him until you're on top of him. So let me just grab all of this. Hopefully I've got everything. I almost certainly don't. But I'm going to move it and see what I don't have. Whoa! Okay, I got part of the floor. That's not good. All right, let's just select all that. Select all that. Select all that. Select those guys. Oh! All right, oop. So add these to the selection. Let's try that again. Scooch them in. Scooch them forward. Scooch them in some more. Put this guy right there. And you know, I can't just make it too easy. He's such an up-close target. Nah, there's already enough no-shoots here. That's gonna be the one get going fast and hose him target. So this guy should be moved in, tucked in a little bit, move him back a little bit as well. Right at the berm. Nope. Move him all the way out. Move him all the way back. Yeah, right at the berm. Can't see him there. Boom. I guess I better add some measurements so the people building this have some rough idea. Yeah, I mean, so these tarps are each 8 feet. So it's only going to be like a 5-yard shot on the inside of each of those. So I think this whole thing needs to come back a little bit just to give the long shot at the end some challenge. Maybe we'll leave this guy in the middle. We'll see what happens to him. We'll see what happens to him when we move everything. And see this right here, this is what's really hard to do in real life. Check that out. So yeah, so now there's kind of an advantage to shooting these guys while moving backward. Just as a reference point, I'd like it if these were maybe at like the 10-yard line. 35. Yes, they need to come back to 45. Select everything again, make sure we got the guy in the corner. No, 10-yard line, 30. That does math good, I promise. Oh, and look at that, I ended up moving the guy in the middle too. So yeah, I mean, given that you can kind of see him, there's only so far back he can be, but we'll put him there. What the heck? Sometimes things just go wrong. Get rid of that. Copy a new guy. Put him in the right vicinity. Tweak him in. Boom. That's honestly really that's probably the biggest trick I've learned about positioning things is sometimes you just got to position it one piece at a time. It's just for whatever reason the way the snapping works, it just does not want to go into the right spot, and you just got to move the ball down the field, get it a little bit closer, and be happy with it. So this is going to be the up-close hoser stage. This is going to be kind of at the beginning. All the way at the end is going to be the uptight USPSA classifier, which, what the heck, I'm lazy. We're just going to go ahead and do that one right now in this same recording. So we have stage 4 here. So I got 2 monitors over here on the other monitor. I've got the USPSA classifier booklet. And we're going to be doing, if I can find the tab. Did I close the tab? I closed the tab. We're going to be doing, I believe it's called Disaster Factor. It's the recent one where you got the 3 stacked. Oh, this is more Disaster Factor. Which one is just regular Disaster Factor? So regular Disaster Factor is 2 reload 2. What's more Disaster Factor? Here. Well, no. We'll leave the tab. More Disaster Factor is upper 3, mandatory reload, lower 3. Virginia count. Is the other one not Virginia count? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm putting this in my stage. Yeah, the other one's Virginia count. Oh well, we're not going to do it that way. We like to let people screw up until they're happy. So, the basics of this one, you got a shooting box at 31 feet and a bunch of these triple stack no-shoot guys. So, back to props document. We're actually going to end up using blue painter's tape. But we'll use our little shooting box here, just in case. Drag it around, try and find... Oh, there it is. Yeah, sometimes you just got to move the cursor around until SketchUp's happy. The diagram says 31 feet, so we're going to make it 31 feet. Because attention to detail is what computers are good at. Alright, now to construct this little target array doohickey. So, we're going to need this guy, we're going to need a no-shoot, and then we're going to need another paper target. So drag them into here. Drag these guys over. Get into our little workspace. Square to it, drag them up. So from the diagram, it's got inch heights on the shoulders. I guess we can do that. Not that the people building the stage are going to know the difference. So, oh, come on, straight up. Literally just moving the mouse, just tiny little amounts. Oh look, and they're not even all stacked up. Great. That's just how it goes. Alright. So we've got, whoa, grab the wall. Yeah, a lot of undoing sometimes. No. Select no. Alright, select the whole thing. Make it a, seriously? Somehow I got part of the wall on that. Undo. Just that. Make group. So we'll drag this guy back to here. It says 9 inches between them. We can do that. Yeah, here it's not quite on the right angle. I don't know what angle that purple thing is, but if we pull it over, it's on the green axis. Let me know it's lined up. Why is this not a group? Oh. No. Make group. Make group. This is a group. So we're going to slide this guy over until he's 9 inches. This guy over until he's 9 inches. Boom. Targets with measurements. Now we just got to line them up. Quick and easy classifier. And that's 4 stages design, ladies and gentlemen. I promise, once you really get the hang of this thing, it really is not that bad. It just takes a lot of trial and error, and it took me probably an hour or two the first time I wanted to do El Pres. Now I can do it in 5 minutes. But yeah, here you go. I'm Ben from Triangle Tactical. We do a podcast. We do a blog. The podcast is really the cool thing. We're up to episode 120. We talk about competition. We talk about concealed carry. We talk about gun news. We talk about law stuff, self-defense, everyday carry. And we shoot a bunch of matches, and we talk about that stuff too. So if you have any questions, message me here. Hit up Carolina Shooters Club. We're on Facebook. And let me know. Let me know if you like it.